Yesterday, the world watched as a river of steel and precision flowed through Beijing, a spectacle that captured the attention of governments, analysts, and ordinary citizens alike. The event marked a new era for China, signaling not just a celebration, but a bold step onto the global stage. On September 3, 2025, China's military parade was more than a commemoration. It was a declaration of global ambition, a carefully orchestrated display designed to showcase the nation's growing military might. This was not just about national pride, it was a masterclass in military diplomacy and strategic signaling, with every detail meticulously planned to send a message to the world. Every missile, drone, and marching soldier sent a message. China is ready to challenge the status quo, and it is prepared to defend its interests with advanced technology and unwavering discipline. For the United States, it was a warning of China's growing ability to contest American dominance in the Pacific, raising questions about the future balance of power in the region. For regional neighbors, it was a reminder of Beijing's reach, a clear signal that China's influence now extends far beyond its borders and into the heart of Asia. For allies, it was reassurance of a powerful friend, a demonstration that China stands ready to support those who align with its vision for the future. The world must now recalculate the balance of power, as the hardware on display redefines global security and forces nations to reconsider their own defense strategies. Tensions in the South China Sea, the status of Taiwan, and the technological race with the West all formed the backdrop, adding layers of complexity to an already volatile international landscape. The parade was China's answer to international pressures, a demonstration of its capacity to defend its interests and project power, both regionally and on the world stage. This was not just about new weapons, it was about shifting strategic calculations worldwide, as nations now must adapt to a new reality shaped by China's rapid military modernization. Analysts will debate the capabilities, scrutinizing every detail, but the primary goal is achieved. The world is now focused on China's military future, and the conversation has shifted. The Dragon has shown its new armor, and the implications will ripple through international relations for years, influencing alliances, strategies, and the very nature of global security. The world must now decide how to respond, as the era of unquestioned dominance gives way to a new, more uncertain chapter in global affairs. Tiananmen Square became the stage for China's show of strength, a grand spectacle that captivated the world's attention. President Xi Jinping, in a traditional Mao suit atop the Gate of Heavenly Peace, symbolically linked China's modern military might to its revolutionary roots, emphasizing continuity and resilience. Flanked by leaders from Russia, Pakistan, and other strategic partners, Xi's message was clear and unmistakable. China is not isolated, it stands with powerful allies. The conspicuous absence of Western leaders underscored the growing geopolitical divide between Beijing and Washington, a rift that seems to widen with each passing year. The carefully curated guest list itself mapped out China's current alliances and ambitions, reflecting a strategic pivot towards new global partnerships. State-of-the-art cameras broadcast the event globally, projecting an image of discipline, technological prowess, and national unity to audiences worldwide. Commentators meticulously explained each weapon's significance, ensuring the world understood the underlying message of strength and readiness. The parade was not just for domestic consumption, it was a global media event, meticulously crafted to shape international perceptions and narratives. The anniversary provided historical legitimacy, framing the parade as a celebration of peace through strength, a nod to past victories and future aspirations. China positioned itself as both a staunch defender of the post-war order and a formidable force ready to revise it if necessary. Beneath the commemoration, it was a raw and unambiguous display of modern military power, a testament to China's growing capabilities and ambitions on the world stage. The parade's centerpiece was its arsenal of new advanced weaponry. The world saw for the first time systems that had been shrouded in secrecy. These were not incremental upgrades, they were leaps in military technology. From strategic nuclear deterrence to battlefield robotics, China showcased a force that is both large and sophisticated. New ICBMs, hypersonic missiles, and submarine-launched ballistic missiles signaled a robust nuclear deterrent. Unmanned sea and air drones, along with robotic ground units, hinted at a future shaped by AI and automation. Mobile laser air defense systems marked a shift in defensive strategy, countering drones and missiles with directed energy. The combination of advanced offense and defense painted a picture of comprehensive military strategy. China is building both a sword and a shield, ready to protect its interests at home and project power abroad. The message: China's military is prepared for the conflicts of tomorrow. The most significant unveilings were the new intercontinental ballistic missiles. The DF-61, a solid-fueled, road-mobile ICBM, enhances survivability and strengthens China's second strike capability. Its mobility makes it difficult to target, ensuring China can retaliate even after a nuclear attack. The upgraded DF-5C, with multiple independently targetable warheads, expands China's nuclear arsenal and complicates U.S. missile defense. These developments signal a more robust, survivable, and sophisticated deterrent aimed squarely at Washington. The mix of mobile and MIRV missiles creates a resilient nuclear force, reinforcing mutually assured destruction. China's doctrine remains no first use, but with a clear emphasis on credible retaliation. By showcasing these systems, China moves its capabilities from rumor to reality. This nuclear modernization underpins all other military ambitions, providing a strategic shield. The world can no longer doubt the credibility of China's nuclear backstop. Beyond nukes, China's new hypersonic anti-ship missiles, so-called carrier killers, threaten U.S. naval dominance. Swarms of autonomous sea and air drones plus robotic dog soldiers signal a future where AI and robotics are central to warfare. Mobile laser air defense systems offer rapid, cost-effective protection against drones and missiles. Together, these technologies create a formidable anti-access/area denial shield, making intervention near China costly and risky. China's strategy isn't to match the US globally, but to make its own region a no-go zone for adversaries. The message: the Western Pacific is now a contested space. The parade was a masterclass in deterrence, aimed at the US and its allies. By showcasing advanced weapons, China drew clear red lines around its core interests, especially Taiwan and the South China Sea. For partners, the display was reassurance. China is a powerful ally, ready to defend its interests and those of its friends. For regional rivals, it was a warning. China's military advantage is overwhelming. The message resolved disputes on Beijing's terms or face daunting odds. The parade also doubled as an arms catalog, advertising Chinese technology to potential buyers worldwide. Selling these systems expands China's influence and forges new dependencies. The world is now more tightly woven into China's security web. But how much of this is real? A parade is not a war. The PLA hasn't fought a major conflict in decades, and many systems are untested in combat. Integrating new tech into real operations is a challenge. Training, logistics, and command networks will be tested only in crisis. Still, the parade proves China's industrial might. Building mobile ICBMs and hypersonics is no small feat. The physical presence of these weapons forces adversaries to take them seriously, regardless of their unproven status. For US commanders, the risk is now real enough to demand new strategies and countermeasures. The parade's true power is psychological. It injects uncertainty and compels rivals to rethink their plans. Even if not every system works perfectly, enough of them could change the balance. The spectacle has already achieved a strategic effect, without a shot fired. China's message: underestimate us at your peril. The world is recalibrating in response to China's display. For the US, advanced ICBMs and carrier killers challenge its primacy and will accelerate an arms race in the Pacific. India and Japan will deepen alliances and boost their own defenses, wary of China's growing reach. Russia, while officially supportive, must now contend with a neighbor that is both partner and competitor. China's arms showcase positions it as a premier supplier for nations seeking alternatives to Western or Russian hardware. Middle Eastern, African, and Latin American countries will see China as a source of advanced, affordable weapons. This expands China's geopolitical footprint, creating new dependencies and shifting global alignments. The parade's impact will echo for decades. The September 3rd parade was more than a spectacle. It was a powerful display of national pride and ambition, watched by millions both in China and around the world. It was a declaration of China's arrival as a world-class military power, signaling a new era in the region's balance of power. The unveiling of advanced weaponry and technology is part of a grand strategy to reshape Asia's security architecture and deter interference in what China considers its core interests. The key question now is, will this show of strength lead to stability through deterrence, reassuring China's neighbors, or will it instead fuel a dangerous arms race, prompting other nations to rapidly upgrade their own militaries? Technology alone isn't enough. Integrating these sophisticated systems in real conflict remains untested, and the outcome is uncertain. China's leaders are acutely aware of these challenges and are working tirelessly to close the gap between capability and experience. The parade projects confidence, but the true test of China's military modernization lies ahead, in how these forces would perform under real pressure. The US and its allies must now adapt to the shifting landscape, developing new strategies, forging stronger partnerships, and investing in advanced technologies to manage competition and avoid miscalculation. The risk of crisis and escalation is real. One misstep could have far-reaching consequences for the entire region. In this environment, communication and transparency are more critical than ever to prevent misunderstandings and maintain stability. This parade may well mark the end of the post-Cold War era, and the dawn of a new age of great power rivalry, where every move is closely watched and every decision carries weight. The future of peace in Asia and the world depends on how wisely and carefully this emerging rivalry is managed in the years to come.